One take one. We're back. I'm back. Sunday afternoon here in Paris. Still doing the Paris thing, and decided that today was a day for. I mean, it's 30 degrees out there. It's pretty hot. Been out and about. I'm back home. Looking for something. Yeah, lift things up a little bit. So, what do we got in the glass? Very light color. Kind of a nice citrus and maybe a toasted almond type of nose. It's very pretty. It's very pretty on the nose. Yeah. There's a depth to the mid palate. It's still marked by the wood, not in a sharp way, but in the almost a little bit of nuttiness and dryness that comes from that kind of tannic and that sort of dry extract right now. Yeah, this really gets into cruise control very, very quickly. Love the finish on this. This is a long finish, this one. That initial, it's not overly, the fruit is not, it's not an overly fruit-forward wine. And then the mid-palate sort of gets in a little bit into those woody characteristics. So I'm assuming, you know, we're playing in the younger end of the field here, without being too young, because it's not pinchy young. And then, boy, oh boy, does it just come back over in waves. It comes crashing back over your palate. Sort of hits the back, cools, flows back over in waves. Easily 30-second finish. I think it's longer. And we've got a Corton Charlemagne from Domaine Poisot, who I haven't, Domaine Poisot Père et Fils. I've never tried this producer before, so I went to a quick look at the website after I'd already bought the bottle. I got talked into this bottle. This is another one I got talked into, thankfully. And, you know, they said some interesting things. I mean, they don't seem to, they don't have a lot of wines, this Domaine, but one of them is a Romanée Saint-Vivant, which is kind of interesting, I think. And then there's some Oxyduras, I think, and things like that. And there's the Corton Charlemagne. And if you go to their website, I mean, they show on the map where the plot is. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. And a little bit about how they work with wine. And then I was reading in Burgundy Report, that website, which is a very good website. I really like it. And you know, they talked to Henri Poisot, and he said that he lost 70% of the crop in this vintage, 2016. Then if you look at the number of bottles that they say they produce every year, which is probably just a guesstimate a little bit, but in general, in vicinity is 2,800, and they lost 70% of the crop. That would have been frost that year. Well, do the math. I mean, there's less than 1,000 bottles, right? I loved it. There's a little bit of pineapple, but it's a very gentle pineapple. It's not a super sucrose, you know, not a very saccharine type of pineapple. A dry one. That dry extract really kind of dominates maybe the first quarter, or after the first quarter, the first fifth, and then all the way through into the finish. Oh yeah, baby, it's the real deal. It's really nice. I've only had it open for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. The length is what really, there's a really elegant power to this. This is a built wine. Not a sharp power, a very elegant power, a very soft power. And then an incredibly delicious and long finish. I don't really know what else to say about it. Fantastic wine. Just for comparison's sake, I opened a 21 Meursault from Henri Boillot. 21. So like, oh my gosh, that's young. I opened it a couple days ago, and I've kept the glass in the fridge because I thought I'd get included as one of these notes. And so I thought, well, you know, let's confirm that length. Is it just all in my head or whatever? And then, you know, pour Henri Boillot Meursault. Unfair. Because initially, there's a lot of exotic, there's lime and, you know, yeah, lime and lemon, and, you know, it's a very citrusy type of Meursault, and then it gets oilier and it gets a little bit fatter in the mid palate, and you start thinking dessert and pastry a little bit, but then, you know, in the finish, like, it's the echoes from the Corton Charlemagne, unfortunately, are just sort of heading over. So I'm not going to drink both of these wines at the same time. I'm probably going to finish off the Henri Boillot Meursault, and then in a couple hours start working on this Corton Charlemagne with some passion, and maybe save a glass or two for the tomorrow. Yeah, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. Stay thirsty. What can I say?